You walk into a dealership, you see it. That perfect car, new paint, new smell, 0 miles. The sticker says $50,000. You think, I can handle $700 a month. That's not bad. But here's what nobody tells you at the dealership. That $50,000 car, it's going to cost you well over $80,000 by the time it's all said and done. And if you're in your 20s or 30s, it could cost you $200,000 in lost wealth. Stick with me for the next 15 minutes because I'm going to break down every single dollar that car will actually take from you and what you could do with that money instead. Let's start at the dealership. You agree to pay $50,000, but before you even drive off the lot, that number grows. Here's what gets added. Sales tax. In most U.S. states, that's 6 to 10%. On $50,000, that's $3,000 to $5,000. Gone immediately. Registration and title fees, around $200 to $500 depending on your state. Dealer documentation fee, $100 to $500. This is essentially a fee for the paperwork they do. Destination charge, $1,000 to $1,500. Yes, you pay to have the car shipped to the dealership. Optional add-ons, paint protection, fabric guard, extended warranty pushed at signing. Easy $1,000 to $3,000. By the time you sign, that $50,000 car already costs you $55,000 to $60,000, and you haven't turned the key yet. Now, most people don't pay cash for a $50,000 car. They finance it. Let's run the real numbers. Loan amount, $50,000. Down payment, $5,000, 10%. Loan, $45,000. Interest rate, 7%, current average as of 2024 to 2025. Loan term, 72 months, 6 years, the most common term today. Monthly payment, approximately $770. Sounds manageable, right? But over 72 months you pay back $55,440 total. That's $10,440 in interest alone. And that's if you have good credit. If your score is below 680, you might be looking at 10 to 15% interest. At 12%, that same loan costs you $18,000 plus in interest. So now we're at purchase price plus fees, approximately $57,000. Interest paid, approximately $10,000 to $18,000. Running total, $67,000 to $75,000. And we're just getting started. When you finance a car, your lender requires full coverage insurance. For a $50,000 vehicle, full coverage typically runs national average, $180 to $250 per month. For drivers under 30, often $300 to $400 per month. In high-cost states like Michigan, Florida, or California, even more. Let's use a conservative $200 per month. Over 6 years of the loan, $14,400 in insurance. And here's the kicker. You keep paying insurance forever as long as you own the car, even after the loan is paid off. Over a typical 10-year ownership period, you're looking at $24,000 in insurance alone. Add it to our running total, $91,000 to $99,000. This is the one that nobody talks about at the dealership. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it loses 9 to 11% of its value. In the first year, 15 to 25% depreciation. By year 5, most cars are worth 40 to 60% of their original price. On a $50,000 car, after 1 year, worth approximately $40,000. You lost $10,000. After 3 years, worth approximately $32,000. You lost $18,000. After 5 years, worth approximately $25,000, you lost $25,000. So you paid $50,000, financed it, paid interest, and the asset you own is worth half of what you paid. Depreciation on a $50,000 car over 5 years, approximately $25,000. This isn't money you pay out of pocket, but it's money you lose. Real wealth, gone. New cars are more reliable, but they're not free to maintain. Here's what a typical $50,000 car costs annually in maintenance. Service annual cost oil changes, synthetic, $150 to $250 tires every 3 to 4 years, approximately $200 per year average. Brake pads and rotors approximately $150 per year average. Scheduled maintenance $200 to $400 per year. Unexpected repairs $300 to $600 per year. Total $1,000 to $1,600 per year. Over 10 years, $10,000 to $16,000 in maintenance. For luxury brands, BMW, Mercedes, Audi, double that, easily, running total 10 years. Approximately $100,000 to $115,000. Two more costs people underestimate. Gas. Average American drives 15,000 miles per year. $50,000 car likely gets 25 miles per gallon combined. At $3.50 per gallon, approximately $2,100 per year in fuel. Over 10 years, $21,000 annual registration. Many states charge registration based on car value. $200 to $600 per year is common for a $50,000 vehicle. Over 10 years, $2,000 to $6,000. These feel small individually, but they add up to another $23,000 to $27,000 over a decade. Let's put it all together. Over 10 years of owning a $50,000 car, cost category, amount purchase price, plus taxes/fees, $57,000, loan interest $10,000 to $18,000, insurance 10 years, $24,000, depreciation loss $25,000, maintenance and repairs $13,000, fuel $21,000, registration $4,000, grand total $154,000 to $162,000. A $50,000 car costs you over $150,000 in a decade. That's not a typo, that's the real number. Now here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. What if instead of buying a $50,000 new car, you bought a reliable used car for $20,000 and invested the difference? That's $30,000 you could invest up front, plus the monthly savings on insurance, loan payments, and maintenance, roughly $500 to $600 per month extra. If you invested $30,000 today and added $500 per month for 10 years at a 7% average annual return, you'd have $175,000. For a 25-year-old who keeps that money invested until age 65, at 7% annual return, that $175,000 grows to over $2.6 million. That shiny new car isn't just costing you $150,000. It's potentially costing you $2.6 million in retirement wealth. I'm not here to tell you never to buy a nice car. I'm here to make sure you make an informed decision. Here are 5 rules for buying a car without destroying your wealth. 1. The 1/10 rule. Your car should cost no more than 1/10 of your gross annual income. Earning $70,000? Buy a $7,000 car. 2. Buy used, 2 to 4 years old. Let someone else eat the depreciation. A 3-year-old version of the same car often costs 30 to 40% less. 3. Keep the loan under 3 years. The longer the loan, the more you pay. If you can't afford it in 36 months, you can't afford the car. 4. 20% down minimum. Never go upside down on a car loan. 5. Total transportation costs under 15% of take-home pay. Car payment plus insurance plus gas plus maintenance. If it's more, downsize. Cars are one of the biggest financial decisions most people make, and most people make it wrong. Not because they're dumb, because nobody teaches this stuff. A $50,000 car feels like a $700 per month decision, but it's actually a $150,000 decision. Maybe even a $2 million decision depending on your age. Now you know the real number. The question is, what are you going to do with that information? If this video helped you, subscribe, because every week I break down the financial decisions that can make or break your future. And drop a comment. What did you pay for your car? Would you do it differently now? See you in the next one.